Good afternoon. Welcome to C&T Collectibles. Hope everyone is doing well today. I am C, and today we're going to do a little mail day, something I been neglecting to do. Not that anybody cares what I have, but when I go through my market videos and all that jazz, I think it's at least fair that I show you that. All right, the stuff I'm saying, you know what, interesting, buy this, whatever. Show you that I'm taking advantage of that stuff as well. I'm right there along with you. So let's get to work here. We got a few things here. So Tommy and I, we actually opened a couple of additional boxes off camera because you don't need to see the same thing over and over. Sometimes it's fun, but it does get repetitive, perhaps. And in the most recent hobby box of 2021 tops, we were able to pull a couple of things I thought were at least shareable. So Alex Bohm, gold card number to 2021. Got a Josh Bell autograph, which, not the biggest thing in the world, but I've pulled relics for so long out of those things. I was actually pretty excited to get an autograph. And then if you're gonna get one of those fancy new green wave things or whatever, very few players are better than Juan Soto. And then we opened a couple blasters of 2020 Topps Chrome Update, and I was very, very excited. And so was Tom. He actually pulled this one out of the box to get a Cal Ripken Jr. autograph. So there's a Hall of Famer, and it's a sticker, but it's really, really cool. We were excited to get that. So, all right, let's get into some of the things that I've been buying over the past. Really, this goes back to, unfortunately, like November, December. So the timing isn't the most pertinent thing, but we're in the Star Wars room, so we've got a few things, and then one at the end that I'm pretty excited about here. So obviously the Star Wars room, right? All right. Started off with Eloy Jimenez. So a big fan of his, but that injury this week is brutal. So that's the Heritage refractor number to like 569. So beautiful card, but that injury, it's heartbreaking. This guy was primed for a big season. He's going to miss it, and you factor that in with what he did last year. Missing half the season to go, not his fault, but missing another one that's 2 years of his prime that are kind of taken away from him. So there's the Sapphire edition in a PSA 9. So those buys may not turn out to be my best at all. So I try to get them at a pretty decent level. The Heritage was like $50 and the Sapphire was a couple hundred, and I figured it was a good price for a guy that could really be a beast. Just at that top end of that second tier of guys. But that injury, I'll have to reevaluate his long-term prospects at this point and maybe cool it on the Eloy. So we'll see how that goes. But missing 2 years in your prime is not ideal. So another player that I've liked for a while. These are some simple cards. Alex Bregman. This is the Mojo, the 87 Mojo. I didn't have that one. I'm like, all right, got to get that. But I'll look for him to do big things. His cards have really actually kind of recovered quite a bit. They caught up with the rest of the market. So just a Chrome. That was kind of a throw-in with another purchase that I made of his. The Prism came in with a kind of a multi-card lot of Alex Bregman. So I really like these parallels. The numbered ones are great and everything like that, but some of the base ones are pretty fun as well. This is the sepia. So the pink and the sepias really seem to be taking off with cards. And that really started last year. They're getting a lot of love. So they're not numbered, but people like them because they are an affordable option. And this is the regular refractor. So to put it into context, and when I was buying these things, this is his Bowman Best Green Auto number 299, and got that for $35 shipped. So I thought that was a nice deal on a very nice Alex Bregman. And again, there was a lot of hate around him. I thought it was too much hate for a while, but again, his prices have caught up. A player that I've liked for a while as well, that I thought was pretty undervalued, and he's really caught up. And this is really just within the last week or two. I was actually kind of surprised to see it as Xander Bogaerts, and so this was back in November, December. So he got his refractor, and this was under $10. That's his Chrome refractor. But some of the other cards back then were really cool. This is like the red foil. Kind of that parallel. I don't know if it was a Target exclusive or what, but that card that shines. That's a fun card to have as well. So again, a lot of these were sub $20. I don't know where they're at now. There's the orange Chrome, and then I picked up a numbered gold for $40. Looks like it really looks like it's in sharp condition. So I don't need to if you find something that's in sharp condition, it's like always have to grade it. And then I wanted the PSA 10, and these weren't coming up too often. But I was able to get it for $51. So, again, that was November, December. And now, here's something to look at while I blather for just a minute here. But so now, I mean, he was kind of in the range with a lot of those, if you look at like Trevor Story, Trey Turner, Corey Seager, I would put him kind of in with those guys, and his card was going for $50 while they were going for significantly more. And over the last couple of weeks, there's been some sales that put him in that $150, $170 area. So he's kind of fairly valued at this point. And there's another one sitting on eBay right now. I just kind of looked before doing this. That's sitting at for buy it now for 150, and it's not getting any takers. So you could see those prices. There's very few people that bought up in that area, and we talk about the low volume move. So you could see that thing, if it comes back down to 120, 130, it might be a nice buy there. So, but it looks like people are a little bit hesitant at that 150 area. Again, you run out of buyers at some point. It looks like he might be running out of buyers. All right, player that I been a big fan of for a long time. He's got an outside track to the Hall of Fame, but I think he's starting to get a little bit more hobby love. Is Anthony Rendon. And so I've been buying his stuff for a while, and I think it's just still too cheap, honestly. So this is a blue refractor to 199, and this was $32 shipped. It's like, yeah, I think I'll do that one all day. And this one was a little bit more, but still probably pretty good value if you look at that first tier of guys. You pay hundreds of dollars for a gold chrome, and Rendon is still pretty cheap, so that's 2 out of 250 on that one. So I think he still represents a pretty decent value. Although it's PSA 10, again, we were really kind of on it. A lot of people, not just me, a lot of people are just pounding the table on Rendon at that $40 or $50 level, and you can see now that he's over $100, which the rising tide will lift all boats, but he's getting a little more respect here. So he's just a terrific when he plays. He's a 6-7 player. He's an all-star. There's no question about it. He's only made one all-star game, which is criminal. So another player kind of in the same vein I think is too cheap. I don't even know what parallel this is, like a green, lime green, puke green. It's just a weird looking one, but Jose Ramirez, you can get a lot of these for really cheap as well. I mean, you can get the colored refractors, not numbered, but they're $20 or something like that, and I think I paid $8 for that green one. So it's like Jose Ramirez rookie card, that's a little something different. It's like, geez, terrific player, 28 years old. I mean, MVP level performance, year in and year out for the last 4 years. He's been really, really pretty terrific. So last summer, I bought a gold, and it was $30. And I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. And so I was looking, I'm like, I'd just really like to have one. It'll turn up. As soon as I buy a new one, then that's the catalyst for me to find the other one. And so I bought this other one. It was like $40. So the prices in a percentage term, they've gone up, 33%. But, in dollar terms, it's like still pretty darn cheap to get a really nice example of Jose Ramirez, nice numbered version. So again, so these refractors, I think they just look really sharp. The blue kind of matches his jersey, whatever. But again, I think the numbered cards are the way to go on some of these here. So I got the blue one, and then my big spend, and it still wasn't still under $100. Again, look at other MVP candidates, players of his caliber, and try and get their gold, numbered to 50. It's like you're gonna spend a heck of a lot more than that. So then we want to move into. So when we're buying stuff, you kind of want to find the guys that are on the Hall of Fame track, and so I do my long-term investment series, and all those guys are they're within reason at least. I mean, they've got an outside chance at least, but then there's some players that that are in, and so you want to take advantage. This was $38 or something like that, and if you want graded, it's going to be quite a bit more. But Verlander is a player that should be in, and then you've got a couple of older players that not older, I mean they're still younger than me, but the former players that I think are making strong consideration and are still cheap. So Joe Mauer is one. It's not just a Twins thing. I'm a Twins fan, but it's not just a Twins thing. So you got Snoopy in the background, a couple of St. Paul guys sharing a picture there. So that's the 2014 variation. But when you look at the prices of his cards, there's the chrome. I've showed off a few of his things before. They're just a big believer. I don't think these are numbered, so maybe they didn't number them back in the day, or maybe there's a numbered version, but that's the gold chrome. So that's as fancy as the other ones there. I don't know what the print runs are on them, but when you look at other guys that are in the Hall of Fame, those cards should be, PSA 10 should be $300-$400, and his PSA 10 is starting to get up there now, but his PSA 9s are still hanging around that $40 to $50 level. I mean, they should be $100 cards. If those PSA 10s are around $300-$400, and you can get his raw still for like $6 or $7, and those should probably be at least 20. So, but anyways, it is what it is. I still think there's a lot of opportunity there, but kind of have what I want at this point to get a couple decent looking cards here, and then we'll wrap it up baseball wise with one of my favorite players growing up. He's just terrific. And so, what if I told you, instead of buying like the rookies or the young guys today, spending hundreds of dollars on their cards, that you could get a card of an actual Hall of Famer that's limited to just 30,000 copies, and you can get it for $20. And that would be Barry Larkin, but the top's Tiffany. So you look on the back and you can see that it's a white background. So those are that's how you tell those. And the print runs on those, again, they're limited to 30,000. So it's like, all right, so it's numbered to 30,000, not actually numbered, but it's limited to 30,000, and it's $20. It's a fraction of what you would pay for cards that are in production runs of the hundreds. So for me, those kind of make sense. I'm having fun as people are chasing the Tatises and Sotos and all that kind of stuff. I'm having fun going back and just picking up some of those guys that I enjoyed as well. So, all right, lastly, I was really excited for this one here. So I was in a break with Steel City Collectibles and Star Wars Stellar Signatures, and so they randomized 87 different times, and I wound up with the triple autograph, and it was for the Fets, and I'm a big Boba Fett fan, I've got the every year I dress up as him for Halloween. Maybe I'll throw that picture up on here real quick, but and so I'm like, oh wow, to get another Jeremy Bullock autograph. This is the actor that played Boba Fett. I'm like, yeah, I love that. And Django was just a beautiful looking card. And so I got that, and then so they sent it out. It came as a redemption. It didn't come in the pack, in the box. So it was a redemption, and they sent that. So they sent in the redemption, and so I sent it into Topps. And like 2 weeks later, Jeremy Bullock passed away. He's in pretty bad health for a while. And so it's like, oh, geez, number one, loss of a great man. He was always very, very kind to the fans. Just a terrific human being. And, with his health and everything like that, it's like, all right, maybe he's just, this is a better place for him. I think it was Parkinson's. And, but I'm like, but the thoughts did come back down to like, shit, I'm not getting my redemption. Maybe they've got a sticker or something like that. So when I got this and see that it was signed by him, you could see that the handwriting is a little bit shakier than maybe it has in the past. And so, he did his job, and I'm very grateful. But to have that on card, I thought that was really, really pretty special. So I'm very excited to have this, and it's a beautiful frame on it as well. And then Tamara Morrison played Jango Fett in episode 2, and he's doing the older Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, and then Daniel Logan, who played young Boba Fett in episode 2 as well. So to get those three together, I think is a pretty cool deal there. So I'm very excited to have that. So anyways, that's what I have. Thank you for watching, and have a terrific rest of the day. Appreciate it. Bye now.